Whew, this one is going to get messy because we have a clear battle of biology versus identity, and Steven Jackson says the winner is very clear. What's up, y'all? I'm Jackie Ray, and thanks for checking in with us here at The Fumble. If you have a second, make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JackieRayTV. But first, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. Now, I love Steven Jackson. I really do. Even when I had to call him out about his off-the-mark comments about black women, I still loved him because whether we agree with him or not, this man says what he means what he says, and he says it with his chest. I especially love that now because this is a topic that people tiptoe around in an effort not to offend anyone. That's not Steven Jackson's style, and it all started with this tweet. Biologically born woman Caster Semenya was banned from competing in female sports due to elevated levels of testosterone. On the right is William Thomas, now Leah Thomas, has just competed and won in women's swimming nationals in the USA. We are living in very interesting times. Interesting indeed, but let's dig a little deeper, shall we? In 2017, World Athletics released findings that claim women with higher naturally occurring testosterone levels had unfair advantages over women when competing in certain sports. In Caster's case, she was born intersex, which means she has both male and female anatomy. So this is definitely a gray area because this is not comparing apples to apples. But it still does bring up a topic that needs to be discussed, and that is biological women competing against biological men who identify as women. For me, there's no gray area on this one, but somehow I feel I would have said this a little bit better than Steven Jackson, and I wouldn't have referenced a gray area to make my point. Earlier in his rant, he referenced this very tweet, and then he went on to say this.
And what I said on my last post, what we're not going to do, we're not going to have our young women of all races work hard their whole life at a sport. Put all this time in to be great, to win a medal, to be at the top, to be one of the best at their sport. And then all the work they put in, they get to the top, and all of a sudden they got to compete with a woman who has a sex change who's really a man. We not about to do that. We got to save women's sports. And anybody that think that's fair, you are sick. If you're not good as a man and you can't compete with men, don't think you can just have a sex change and go compete and beat women. That shit ain't finna ride. Y'all sick.
I don't think Williams became Leah just to win a swimming match, but I do know if any man playing in the NBA right now went through a sex change and went right to the WNBA, it's no way possible any of us would think that was fair. Now, Mark Mugg is the person who posted that viral tweet regarding the swimmer, and he tried to defuse the situation with this tweet. Leah Thomas can compete freely. However, Thomas' best times were around 5% slower than her best times when she competed against men, a much smaller gap than the average difference between men and women. I don't know if I'm going to go ahead and just co-sign on that last part because according to Open Swimming, which tracks times of swimmers, on average, men are 11.7% faster than women. So if Thomas is now 5% slower, that would still make the swimmer 6.7% faster than biological women. So I cannot logically disagree with Steven Jackson on this one, but I also don't understand why this is a thing. We separate sports by all kinds of different factors: age, height, weight, class, male, female. And that is all done not only to protect the integrity of the sport and safety, but also so that athletes can celebrate their wins with their direct peers. On top of that, why can't we celebrate those who love the skin they were biologically born in the same way we applaud and celebrate those who take steps to defy biology, change their bodies, and live life to match how they see themselves? And I think we can do both by having biological male and female sports as well as trans male and female sports. This seems like such an easy fix to me. Now, I will agree, Steven Jackson did seem a little angry in his rant, and I'm sure that was a little off-putting. But other than that, I can't say the man said anything wrong, so I'll let you guys take it away in the comments below. I'm Jackie Ray, and thanks for watching The Fumble.